Hello, and welcome to this Miclix video, where I'm going to show you how to kill the boss called Lothric the Younger Prince in Dark Souls 3. This encounter is also known as the Twin Princes, and the boss soul you get for defeating them is called Soul of the Twin Princes as well, because you actually spend most of the encounter fighting Lothric's older brother, Lorian. However, the true boss of the encounter is Lothric the Younger Prince, because Phase 2 will not end until you kill him. No matter how many times you kill his brother Lorian, Lothric will keep resurrecting him, dragging out the fight and eventually wearing you down. Lorian is a melee warrior whereas Lothric is a mage. During Phase 1, you only fight Lorian, and this would actually be a fairly easy fight if it wasn't for his constant random teleportation. When you first enter the room, he will teleport next to you and whack you with his sword, unless you stand completely still and not move at all, in which case he will slowly crawl toward you. I used this opportunity to put a few arrows in him and chip off some of his health to make Phase 1 shorter. I guess this is borderline cheesing, but after dying to this boss about 30 times I didn't care anymore. Oh, did I forget to mention? To me, this was by far the hardest boss in the game when I got to it. None of the previous bosses were even close. Anyway, once you engage in melee with Lorian, he will start swinging and poking at you with his sword as if he's getting paid to do so. Most of his attacks are reasonably easy to avoid, but one of them is just slightly delayed, so you'll have a tendency to roll too early, so watch out for that. What makes this fight really annoyingly difficult, at least to me, is his random teleportation that constantly breaks the rhythm of the fight. Sometimes he will teleport right behind you and smack you with his sword, other times he will teleport further away and charge up some sort of medieval death ray. If his teleport breaks your lock on, it's most likely the latter, so pause for half a second and pan the camera around to find out where he is, but be ready to roll as soon as you see the ray coming. If his teleport doesn't break your lock on, immediately roll away to the side, because he's most likely right behind you and there is already a very large greatsword moving toward your head at high speed. Although I usually fight with my twin blades dual wielded, I found it better to use a shield in this fight. The Black Knight shield is amazingly effective at mitigating the damage from Lorian's sword. It's still better to roll away and avoid losing stamina to blocking, but if you keep up the shield while circling him, you may preserve some valuable health if he manages to land a blow. Once you kill Lorian, his annoying little brother decides to join the fight, which marks the beginning of Phase 2. He starts off with resurrecting Lorian and climbing on his back, so now you get to fight Lorian again, but this time he's supported by a spell-slinging mage. You will notice that they have separate health bars, and it is possible to damage Lothric by attacking the brothers from behind. In fact, this is what you should try to do, because the fight isn't over until Lothric dies. If you kill Lorian again, you will get a few free swings on Lothric while he resurrects him, but it is better to try to kill Lothric as fast as possible. Phase 2 is even harder than Phase 1. Lorian seems to be somewhat upset about you just killing him, so he's faster and more aggressive. Meanwhile, you also have to contend with the spells Lothric is hurling at you, and if you thought Lorian would forget about the random teleporting in the middle of all the excitement, you would be wrong. By the way, did you know that on the now shut down website Most Awesomest Thing Ever, the concept of teleportation was rated the most awesome thing by its users? By contrast, the universe that encompasses all of existence was in 3rd place, life itself was in 5th place, and pizza was in 10th place. I'm not even going to get into the unfathomable ridiculousness of pizza not being in top 3, but I will say that whoever voted teleportation in the first place obviously never fought this boss, because after dying I don't even know how many times, I truly, passionately believe that teleportation sucks so much that it could be a vacuum cleaner brand. Maybe even the leading vacuum cleaner brand in the world. Teleportation TM. Sucking more than anything else since 2016. Oh, but I digress. Prince Lothric has 2 spells you need to watch out for the most. The one he most likely uses first is a bunch of small, slow-moving homing missiles that he shoots up into the air, after which they slowly move down and toward you. The best way to avoid them is to run or roll directly toward and under them. The second one is his own version of the aforementioned medieval death ray. He is quite good at using it at times that are very inconvenient to you, as opposed to all the moments in life when having a death ray shot at you is a welcome distraction, and it has a much shorter ramp-up time than Lorian's, so be ready to roll immediately. If you kill Lorian again and make use of the golden opportunity to lay some pain on Lothric while he's once again busy resurrecting his brother, you also need to be careful with the area of effect explosion he releases when done resurrecting. It's not hugely damaging, so if you're at full health and very close to killing them, it may be better to just get the final couple of swings in and end the ordeal. Just be mindful of it. When you finally prevail and kill the boss, you can use the boss soul to craft Lorian's greatsword. Considering how many times the thing has killed me, I was going to mount it over the fireplace in Firelink Shrine, but as it turns out, it is also extremely effective at disposing of a boss in the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, so if you're going to do that, you may want to hang on to this sword. Anyway, this is the end of this Twin Princes video. Thanks for watching. And remember that you can be as awesome as pizza, all you need to do is like and subscribe. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming!